Hey friends, we are making a model of seafloor spreading today. So I have a completed one over here, and we're going to go through the steps. First thing you're going to need is your materials manager to grab 2 pieces of paper for everybody in the group. One is going to be a piece of cardstock. It is white. And then just a regular printer page. This one is yellow. You will need both of these for each member of the group. We're also going to need to fetch scissors for everybody, rulers for everybody, and then the paper we discussed. This first screen here is showing you the measurements of what we're going to draw onto our paper. So my paper already has this. There are 3 lines. One is in the center of the page. The other 2 are the same length, but on opposite ends of the page. And so it's showing you there that the reason you needed your ruler is that you are making the lines at the side of the page 3 centimeters from the sides, but that all 3 of the lines need to be 5 centimeters from the top and bottom edge too. And this is holding the piece of cardstock horizontally. They say on that picture to label it as subduction zone, mid-ocean ridge, and subduction zone. We're going to do that too, but instead of putting mid-ocean ridge along the side there, I would prefer for us to put mid-ocean ridge at the bottom underneath that middle line. That's going to make it a lot more visible once we get this whole thing put together. All right, then we go to our yellow paper. You guys are just going to fold this paper in half, hot dog bun style, and then you're going to use your ruler, and we're going to make 11 stripes down the paper. The paper is 11 inches, so you can just do a 1-inch stripe and make 11 stripes going all the way down the paper. So you can see here on my paper that I have gone ahead and I've added my 11 stripes, and I've gone ahead and added in the arrows too. They're showing in figure 2 there. So we had folded the paper in half. As you can probably tell, we're getting ready to cut it in half. So for each stripe, have the arrows go in one direction. You got to put one arrow below the fold and one above the fold. So it's like up, up, and then the next stripe, down, down, up, up, down, down, in that pattern across. This is going to show our pattern of normal and reversed polarity on the ocean floor. Once you got this all set up, make sure your arrows are correct, that you didn't accidentally put one upside down where it wasn't supposed to be. And then you're going to grab those scissors and go ahead and hack it. So I cut my pieces in half. You can see that they are pretty identical. And now I need to cut my other piece that I started with, the cardstock. So we're going to be cutting on just where we drew those lines. So the easiest way of doing that, since you're not able to cut from the outside edge, is to just kind of fold it just a little bit. Try not to give a really big crease, but if you just fold it a little bit, and you can just kind of put a little nick in it. You're just making enough of a little nick in it that you can then get your scissors inside. And then again, just be careful that you're only cutting up to the points that we drew. It doesn't go all the way through. Worst comes to worst and you mess it up, you can obviously tape it. So I'm going to give a little nick on each of the 3 lines that I made. So I can get my scissors in and create those slots. As you can see from the diagram there in figure 3, we're going to actually loop the yellow paper through it. And then we'll be able to have a moving model that shows how new seafloor material comes out of the mid-ocean ridge, and then it pushes away from that over time, and eventually will subduct back into the subduction zone. So make sure when you're adding this in that you're looping it so that the part that you drew on with your arrows is going to be on the outside. So I'm just looping it through. And once I have it looped properly, I am going to just use a piece of tape to stick that in place. It's fastened in there. And I'm going to do the exact same thing on the other side, making sure once more that my arrows are upwards. And another piece of tape. There we go. We have what is shown there in the diagram. So basically we're going to use this to talk about how right now the arrows at the middle are both pointing up because polarity is normal. North is north, south is south. But how over time that polarity is going to reverse. As that material pulls out, it'll change and new material will come up where it is north down where we can currently consider it south, and vice versa. We've been able to find this evidence in the ocean thanks to Harry Hess, and it's one of the ways that we know that this is how plate tectonics get stirred up. Thank you.